So I don't know if y'all know who Mickey Howard is. But I love me some Mickey Howard. Like my parents literally went to her concert back in the day and got her autograph for me. And of course, it was ruined in Katrina. But like I love Mickey Howard ever since I was a kid. When her Femme Fatale album came out back in the 90s, my mom listened to it all the time, and I was literally obsessed. Right. But she did some commentary here that I want to discuss because I feel like it's so funny the way the older generation seems to view things when they don't see how their messaging and the things that they promoted when we were coming up through their music is also just as problematic and harmful. I think that the music, especially the love songs that we grew up listening to, especially by a lot of like, and I'm just saying black people because that's what I largely listen to as far as R&B and blues and all of that. A lot of the music is women, being mistreated in relationships, cheated on, fucked over, I want you back, or men singing about how they want a woman to just like happily and softly receive this dick and this disrespect at the same time. Shout out to the Isley brothers. But I'm gonna play the clip so y'all can hear what she said. But I wanted to give a little commentary on this.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion had no business bumping vaginas on the Grammys. I was humiliated, and I don't have anything to do with that. It's always been pornography in music, but it has a place, and it's not in the mainstream. No shade to nobody. I don't want no smoke. You go back to 94 up until now, and you check out the black music and see where it came from.
I literally was about to ask you, do you remember when rap was like positive and when it changed?
Of course. Rap has been around for years. There's Cab Calloway was a rapper. He had a book called the Hepcat Dictionary. Hambone is rap. Hambone, where you? That's rap. We've been rapping. And it was positive. It talked about the things in our lives and stuff like that. Now, if these guys are out here just saying, I shot my friend and you got to get a body on you, or you ain't got no bodies on your gun, you ain't. I heard a record today that said, put the DICK in my hand, on your tongue. I was like, what? Amazon Man was playing that. Do this. Our children can't even listen to black radio. They can't listen. My grandson knows Sam Smith and all those people. It's not fair. It's not right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a little issue.
Yeah.
Especially when you have artists that really have something to bring to the table to heal you. Cardi B.
Okay. So I really hate when they specifically go for Cardi and Meg when it comes to this because they're just the girls that are out right now. But there have always been like Britney Spears and fucking Christina Aguilera and Madonna were making out at the MTV Awards back in the day. That was extremely mainstream. A lot of the music was sexual and had a brash overtone when it came to mainstream media. Like a lot of the songs were like, whoa. And I feel like it's not even just Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. The white girls do this shit too, but y'all don't say nothing when it's the white girls. And then y'all make it, they just do this in black music. No, they don't. They do it in all of the music because sex sells. Because we live in a sexually oppressive society. So when you live in a sexually oppressive society, it makes people push sex into the dark corners of the world. And when it's in the dark corners of the world, it turns into a whole nother mold and people obsess about it. When you oppress things, people obsess about them. And that's why sex is so obsessively used in everything. And it's not even just because sex is just a part of life, but it's also because we're taught to feel a lot of guilt and shame surrounded by sex. We don't have a healthy relationship with the subject of sex to the point that grown ass people feel like you can't have a conversation about something that happens every day. B, it's weird. The very thing that creates life, y'all lie to kids about it because y'all feel like it is something we can't talk to the kids about, as if the kids are not going to be able to understand it, and as if one day they're not going to be doing it themselves. So a part of me feels like we really live in a fairy tale when it comes to how people view sex and all of these different topics, right? But specifically with Mickey Howard, I'm like, I love you, Mickey. I do. But y'all's music really kept in the forefront to be male-centered, for your whole life to be about some man and to be okay with him treating you badly. Femme Fatale is one of my favorite albums of all time. Okay, I know it from front to back. But the songs in on that album, first of all, some of them are jazz standards. Okay, so Good Morning Heartache, This Bitter Earth. Then there's Cigarette Ashes on the Floor, like an album that is literally about your obsession with emotionally abusive relationships. Y'all, I feel like it's weird that y'all don't see how that is also like extremely toxic, the way y'all have talked to the young women through the music and told them to run behind relationships. And y'all mentioned in the comments, Betty Wright, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best he can. Heard him say all of that shit. Like we grew up listening to toxic music. I told y'all the other day about the Isley Brothers, how much I love Hello, It's Me. Telling somebody don't change, like that's crazy to tell somebody not to change, especially when you also telling them that you're gonna be out here in the street. Think of me, babe. Think of me, babe. Okay. He said, I'll come around every once in a while. He not even gonna come around all that much. But he wants you to stay stagnant and just waiting on him for the rest of your damn life. And think about what a lot of y'all grandmothers did. A lot of y'all grandmamas and aunts did that. And I'm talking about like back in the day, not my mama, like not the 50s. My mama's in her 60s, so her generation. But like not the, y'all who grew up in like the 70s and the 80s, but the ones that was born in like the 50s and shit, they generation very much, and before that, very much took the state of, I'm going to self-sacrifice for a man. And then they said it's for family, but it's not really for the family, because a lot of times the kids end up being harmed in some of the ways that these family dynamics work out. So it's not always about the kids or for the kids, like people like to say. But yeah, no, and I love the Isley Brothers, so I listen to it all the time. But when you actually listen to the words that are being sung to you, a lot of that shit is toxic as fuck. And the things that we go through for real in life, like let's be fucking for real. The shit that people are actually upset and feel a way about in life has to do with romantic relationships or familial relationships or money. Though that's usually the core. You got issues with your friends, you got issue with your partner, you got issue with your family, you got issues with money. Those are usually people's main issues that they are going through it about. And most of the music we grew up listening to is about the issues that you have in relationships, making it the sole focus of most songs. Tony Braxton, Bobby Womack, If You Think I'm Lonely Now. Wait until tonight, girl, because I'm gonna punish you, bitch, because you was asking me to be home and make money, and I can't do both of those things at the same time. So now when I don't come home tonight, that's my catch back to you. The fuck? The Cleanup Woman, a lot of it, yes. A lot of the songs, child, some of them old Marvin Gaye, girl, Shirley Murdoch, all of you fucking everybody that be mad at the Arians of the world, y'all hate side chicks, and in some of y'all favorite songs, As We Lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, as we lay. Oh, we didn't think about the price we'd have to pay. No, 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 no. Okay. Child, Tony was telling you love should have brought your ass home. Should I even listen? Should I even try? I'll just be hearing the same old lies, baby. See, it doesn't matter what you say it is, 'cause the whole relationship was built on one lie. You say things aren't the way they seem, but still you can't be straight with me. Listen, what? How can you feel that you're in love when You don't know the meaning of love. Should have brought you love. You home last night. You should have been with me. Okay, listen. We can go. We can keep going. You were my wife, my life, my hopes and dreams. For you to understand what this means, I shall explain. I stood all the jealousy, all the bitching too. Oh, I'm forgiving, oh, once in bed with you. Oh, darling, how could we end up like this? Oh, baby, let me reminisce. Oh, and when we stop the hands of time. You set my soul on fire. My one desire was to love you. But he gonna tell her at the end of the song that they can't be together no more. The fuck? Tonight is the night was about fucking a grown ass man, girl. What? I'm nervous and I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. I'm trying hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. No. Mm. Hey, babe. Don't make me do it, bitch. Okay. All of the music toxic. What are you talking about, Barbara? This is Shirley. Now, I know you don't know who I am, but I just wanted to call and let you know that the man you're in love with, he's mine. From the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. The bed he sleeps in and every piece of food he eats. See, I make it all possible. The clothes on his back. I buy. The car. I pay the note every month. I'm telling you all of this to let you know how much I will do for this man and just how much I do to keep him. Bitch, you doing way too much. Do y'all hear this song talking about how this lady paying this man bills and he cheating on her? Are you serious? Me and Mrs. Jones is my shit though. Okay. We meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30. I'm not gonna do this, y'all. Anyway, so y'all, we say all that to say the music that the other girls were singing was toxic in another way. Yes, y'all may feel like watching women, simulate sex on stage between two women is just way too much for mainstream media. And I'm perfectly fine with y'all feeling that way. But I also feel like unless you're willing to talk about the toxicity in some of y'all love songs that led a whole bunch of women down roads they shouldn't be going down right now, but because there's some stupid fucking song somewhere that they can listen to and feel like this is what I'm going through, Mary, then everything's fine. The fuck? How about you analyze the music that y'all was making that led to a lot of us being in toxic relationships? Also, I think it's really weird to be so judgmental about the simulation of sex when we know your life story. And that's not a judgment, but it's just weird when, like, people judge other people and it's just like you judging them for sex and you was out here doped out. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't like being judged about sex stuff from somebody that's low key, that was a dope head. Like, and that's no disrespect. Again, I love me some Miki Howard. We all have our vices. It's not me judging her. It's me trying to understand how you can have a certain, past and upbringing and then be so judgmental about these other young women that might not even be living a life as toxic as yours. Meaning that one day Megan and Cardi will be able to turn around and feel like they didn't let addiction ruin their careers. Like, I just feel like y'all be worrying about the wrong shit sometimes. That's all.